done. Let's actually go and continue our quest to fight Shiva, because it's going to take me quite a bit to actually grind up all the necessary affiliation with the sylphs again. Onward, flying shark. We must begin the quest to go and fight Shiva. Do 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 do. Son of the Seventh on wish to join the hunt for the Ice Heart. Says it's more than welcome, my friends. In the report I received, the day of your timing could be no better. No promotions, please. We are all ears, Lord Drummond. A band of pilgrims was seen transporting a large number of crates to the west. A garb appearance matched the description provided by the squire who survived the attack. Last, our scouts lost track of them at snow cloak, the self-same frozen wall which we speculated might conceal the heretics' hideaway. Suffice it to say, the disappearance of the pilgrims and their provisions all but confirms our suspicions. I have heard enough. My knights will join the hunt. Took the liberty of summoning of crystal braves to White Brim Fort. Given the gravity of the situation, I trust you will agree we must use every available resource to us. These are extraordinary circumstances, Commander. It would be our best interest to coordinate our efforts. Such was my intent from the start, Sir Almeric. So it begins, my friend, though I dare say it will prove all too brief collaboration. Iceheart will not elude the combined forces of the Crystal Braves and Temple Knights for long. Nevertheless, a wise one does not wager on the success of a single solution. There may yet be even subtler means by which we can locate the heretic's lair. Mayhap Lord Dromont has one in mind. Must be the ice cave. Yes, excellent. My lady, everything has been accounted for. There is aught else you could have done us do, pray speak, and it shall be done. Who is that woman? Do we know who she is? I don't think so. Oh. I'm going to get the Lancer item. Seems as though we are always one step behind our quarry, ever just beyond our reach, though I would like to believe that the tables are about to turn. I must confess that I have certain doubts a joint effort may succeed where others have failed but could yet yield the self-same results. Fortunately, we're not without other options. I trust you haven't forgotten Inquisitor Guilliman? Oh yeah, that guy. We have not. The mystery of how the heretic remained undiscovered for so long has been much in our thought, as has the question of what steps might be prevented to take similar breach of security in the future. Accordingly, we conducted exhaustive and covert evaluation of everyone in White Brim Fort. Though some were found to have committed certain minor transgression, we identified only one possible heretic. If this man has pledged himself to Iceheart's cause, he will have taken note of movements of the Temple Knights and the Crystal Braves, and upon recognizing their intent may attempt to warn the heretics. The man's watch is to end soon, at which point he might report to Sir Germans in the yard. I would have you keep an eye on him. If he ventures beyond the walls, follow him discreetly. Should he meet the heretic, do not interfere, simply watch and listen. I have seen to it that the suspect knows nothing which could endanger our plans. Observe stealthily. Doom, do 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 do. Leads to the southwest gates. Hughes notes. He could totally see me from where I'm standing. Follows the road east. Head south. He's heading to the cave. What's going to happen? Hey, we're in the 7th house. Are you? I'm afraid of my bollocks here. Mate, I'm here, you blundering oaf. Why are you late? Standing on the wall. Why else? I have duties to fulfill, you know. Sole duties to, bloody echo. Lower your voice or they'll hear you as a white brim fort. Of course, the temple knights are Mumble in Snowcloak. This is what you bring me? I already knew about Mumble. Comrades at Boulder Downs will use the tunnels. Dead before they know what's happening. Nevertheless, if you waste my time again, is that clear? Whee! Me and my giant eyeball monster are ready to stop the heretic. Just gives me bear fruit. See, I should have the man detained at once. His guilt is plain, but I could have heard his words more clearly. Yet the few snatches we are to make out nonetheless enlightening. It seems the heretics are aware of our operation and confident they can thwart it. Comrades in Boulder Downs are key to their plans, which means this is key to our plans, that they be rooted and put to the sword. Long suspected the heretics use a network of secret tunnels to traverse the highway undetected. From what you overheard, I fear that Snowcloak may be riddled with such passageways, and that the heretics in Boulder Downs are planning to use them to take our forces unawares. They say cannot allow it to happen. A contingent of House-Dragon Knights are on patrol in the area, and I shall order them to begin searching for the heretics at once, but knowing nothing of our enemy's numbers or readiness, I cannot say for sure that will be sufficient. If you would put my mind at ease, if you would be content to assist my knights in the search, I know they would take courage from the presence of a storied warrior. Pray rendezvous with them at Boulder Downs. If Hael is kind, we may catch the heretics before their plans come to fruition. Show them no mercy. The lives of our allies are at stake. Okay. Me and my flying truck will hopefully be able to protect the knights unless the story demands otherwise, because the plot. Whee! And they're all dead. At least I'm assuming they're dead and not just injured, but... What? That was weird. I still wish that my flying shark could just like charge into them and like jump them to pieces. That would be so funny. Fallen heretic effect. Oh, sorry, someone is texting me. Alright, that's sorted. Alright, let's go back and not even explore this area that most definitely has a secret tunnel in that cave. And once again, I couldn't save people because the plot demanded that they are dead by the time I arrive. Even though I could not have gotten there any faster. I know they're just like unnamed NPCs and stuff, but it would be nice if there was at least the option to like save them if you could. Or what has happened? What is that in your hand? Those were veterans of years of service. No, I didn't know. Their bodies must be recovered and... No, we have not the men to spare. Not now. Not while Usher prepares to summon an abomination. The heretics you dispatched were not of sufficient numbers to contend with the combined strength of the Temple Knights and the Crystal Braves. There must be others. I'll wager they're on the way to Snowcloak as we speak. To make matters worse, it seems the trader you followed managed to pass the heretic something of value after all. The parchment you recovered is a timetable of the guardsman's watches and outpost in Snowcloak. Traders was stationed there long before he aroused our suspicions. Would that he had caught him sooner. With this information, the heretic would know where the watch was weakest. It could use the tunnels with impunity to prepare their ambush. The timetable has not changed, you see. Of course, it will be changed now, but the heretic may already be in position. Heshram must send reinforcements, even if it means withdrawing the knights from Stone Vigil. I see no other way to safeguard the lives of our allies. Path of righteousness. Now is of the essence, or when my knights make ready to depart, the heretics may take our allies in Snowcloak unawares. Superior training and equipment will avail them not if they are cut down or their swords are drawn, but all is not lost. If we leave now, there may still be time to warn them. Make haste, I beseech you, fly and tell Sir Almec everything we have discovered. Got it. Flying Wizard to the rescue. Okay, I actually got through the door. I have the distinct feeling that I'm going to arrive and most of the people are going to be dead. But we shall see. If they are dead, I shall avenge them. Survey says... Oh no, they're still here. Alphanut's still here. I'm surprised. Perhaps it's the only one that's far. As you can see, if you have to cover any hidden. You have my gratitude. Truth be told, we suspected the heretics might be plotting such an attack. Now we have confirmation. I shall place my knights on high alert. Commander of Lebanon have been informed. The Braves must be made aware. Oh, Alphanod. Sorry. I don't like that sparkling. Must be here. I'm certain of it. Why else would they go to such lengths to defend Snowcloak? 'Tis but a pity this discovery comes when our enemy has such a disadvantage. Forewarned though we be, the heretics know the terrain far better than we. Do not think of how many watch at this very moment. Found it. This is all wrong. Iceheart has us scrambling to save our own skins when we should be straining every skewer to find her and stop this damn summoning. There she is! Come here, girl! Oh, hey! Isn't he a guy, not a girl? Oh, that was close. Didn't hurt you, did that? Only my pride, Yada. And the others nearby, we must see that they are given similarly warm welcome. Commander Levener! There's been a development, sir. Together with the Temple Knights, we have secured the entrance to some half-dozen tunnels after spotting the enemy breaking the surface. But that's not all, sir. We think that one of them may be important. Certainly the heretics have flung themselves upon our swords to defend it. Aha, just as I suspected. Amongst this wear tunnels lies the entrance to Iceheart's lair. Some of the others. We're going in. A moment off and out. The tunnel in question is very wide enough for 2 men abreast. We can't say with any certainty where it leads, much less what is waiting for us there. Furthermore, we have no way of knowing how many heretics are still lurking on the surface. What if they were to converge on this point after we enter the tunnel? For all we know, we could be funneling our forces into a trap. I take your point. The tunnel is indeed as narrow as you say. Greater numbers would be more a hindrance than a help. Should we encounter difficulty, our own allies would become an obstacle to escape. Change of plans. While we rendezvous with Sir Elmer can keep the heretics at bay here, you will go wherever the tunnel leads. If you find Iceheart at the end of it, do not let her escape. You venture into the unknown, so see that you are prepared for anything. I suggest you call upon your allies, though not too many, or Palomito will sulk. Wonder if this is going to be a dungeon, or it's going to be a fight against Shiva. Nope, never mind. Let's see. Entrance to the tunnel, sir? Just over here. Had we not seen the heretics breaking the surface, we would have never noticed it. Personal Omic's orders, we will stand guard outside. Please be aware that even should you encounter significant resistance, we cannot leave our post. Understood. Snowcloak is now available. Oh, I can actually enter with a party of NPCs instead of having to rely on other people. That's nice. Why not? Since it's a dungeon, apparently not, instead of an actual primal fight, we'll go in with NPCs. Whoa! Beautiful music, but I was not expecting it to be this crystally. Oh, and we got everywhere giant crystals falling from the sky and freezing everything nearby. I do love the music though. What is this wolf doing? Abandoned camp. Oh, what if we actually just need to fight Shiva at the end of our journey through the tunnel? So they broke camp pretty quickly. A white bear. Why was the bear holding a key? Did he eat someone that had a key? Clear silence. Ooh, ice bomb. Never run into one of those guys before. Oh. Wandil? That's an interesting name. Silence. Oh, jeez. Oh, I thought I interrupted it, but I guess I didn't. Tundra. Oh, he's creating a lot of hazardous area around. Lord. Oh, I apparently already have the ring that was in that treasure chest. Stop, giant snowball! You would think if this was an enemy base, they would have cleared out some of the enemies. So that way is a dead end, so we gotta go this way. Does this wind do anything, or is it just for effect? And I'll draw them further ahead just in case. Nope. I get attacked with some ice sprite. Okay. Oh, one of these guys. I'm pretty sure I fought them as part of like the level 50 Paladin quest. Oh, they were also part of the level 30 Gladiator quest. Be gone! No, my hero is not doing such a great job right now. That guy's down, so then we can proceed this way to fight Yeti! A lot of people confuse this guy for Sasquatch, yet he never complains. Me. Oh, okay. Okay, I had no idea what he was trying to do with that attack, so now I know. At least it didn't kill me. I thought we maybe had to hide behind the snowball, so... Oh, jeez. Get over here. Oh, jeez, he's making multiple of them big. Whee! Oh, jeez. Over here. Kill him before he does the next snowball attack. Snowball fight is not what I was expecting. Agreed! But it was still fun! Heroes of healings and antique gauntlets. Very nice. Come, scions, we must go this way. Oh. I will admit, this is still a very pretty area. I've got one of these guys again. Alright, what's up this way? Of course. Ice bombs. Are these guys just waiting inside their little caves for someone to show up? Ah, yes, I'm going to build this little ice wall, and then I shall just wait, even though there's no way that you can tell this is actually a cave. Well, one of the ice bombs killed themselves, at least. Oh, the guy died, like, really suddenly. Ah! Hybrid Gator. Down. Oh. Didn't even see the snow clops. Let me kick you in the shin. That's down, so yep, that wall broke open. Dove Aries. Oh, it actually spoke. Foul ether in the air. Blar. Go on that. Dragon's blood. Oh, come on. I totally should have interrupted that. Unless this guy was immune to interrupting. Oh, great. That means the heretics have been turning themselves into dragons. Because that always works out well for everyone involved. Must not harm the lady. Why were you waiting for me to show up before turning yourself into a dragon? Couldn't you just have done that before I got here? You dropped the finger of the apostle. Oh. Defeat Fenrir. Ice Wolf. Dungeon wasn't as long as I thought it would be. Oh well. Oh, there it is, mapping the realm. Oh, jeez. Why are you attacking them? I'm right here. Oh, okay, gotta hide behind this. Oh, and then get out of the way because then they explode. Oh, come on! I was not in range of that. I should not be frozen. Heaven's Ward Roar. Oh, he actually used the name of the DLC. That's interesting. Oh, 3 of them broke. Three of them broke before he did his attack. Wonder if there's a way to actually tell which one is going to break. I'm assuming I'll get to see in a minute. Cryptic Bite, 1,000-Year Storm. Oh, I see. Those ones are corrupted, which is how you know that they're about to break. Keep throwing my shield at him. Go down. He is defeated. I actually forgot how fun it is to go through a dungeon with NPCs, considering that most of my previous dungeons have been with other people. Alicia! The gentleman's work is done, for the time being at least. Necklace of Slaying. Alright, duty is complete. What happens now?
The tales do not do you justice, warrior of light.
Oh, there's an Aetherite in here. Who are you?
Yes, I know who you are, and you know who I am. I was given the name Izel, but I earned the name Iceheart.
Izel. Sword to kill the tension.
Cycle of hatred, of bloodshed, of sorrow. You would see it continue, O noble warrior of light.
Is she talking about what happens with Ishgard?
I would not. I will not. I will bring an end to this war between dragon and man, no matter the cost.
Are you gonna do it by killing man, or...?
In time, you will come to understand that what we do for the greater good.
No?
For Eorzea, for Hydaelyn.
Okay, you have my attention. You're doing this for Hydaelyn? What is happening? She might just be lying, but the fact that she actually, A, knows Hydaelyn's name, and B, claims that she's doing what she's doing for Hydaelyn? I have questions. So long as expected. What news, Aura? There's an Aetherite, and I found Snowheart. So Iceheart is but a pseudonym, not that it matters. She managed to escape is regrettable, but for your description of that beast, you did well to come as close as you did. In any case, now that you've cleared a path, the Temple Knights can begin to survey the tunnels in earnest. Perhaps they will even find a route past the Ice Wall. Wouldn't that do wonders for their fight against the heretics? The Crystal Braves will certainly take some credit too. 12 be praised, Dora. We may yet turn the situation to our advantage. Assuming we stop Iceheart before she summons Shiva, of course. Needless to say, our fellow Scions have not been idle, and Fiona and Reverse have been perusing the archives of House Forceps, gathering what information they can on Shiva. It reminds me, if you were to intend to trudge back to Camp Dragon, head to report on day's events. Don't, the antecedent should be here any minute. I can only assume some people enjoy subjecting themselves to this cold shiver. For the greater good. I feel I've got a jacket. Maybe I should get a jacket. And seeing it, you come to us straight from the Archons of House Forceps. I trust that your time has proved fruitful. What that it had, and I scoured countless texts, but what we found was of questionable veracity. Accounts of Shiva's life and deeds are sparse and contradictory, only agreeing upon one point. She lay down with a dragon, the gravest of all sins, according to the XIV faith. Yet in the eyes of the Iceheart's followers, this is a holy act, the blessed union of man and dragon. How such a thing could even be possible is quite another question. Suffice it to say, I very much doubt that we'll find a useful answer in the archives of House Forceps. Much knowledge has been lost over the centuries, though in this case one wonders if it is by circumstance or design. That's fair, given how it seems very religious, the fight for dragons. Wouldn't doubt if something got lost along the way. Intentionally. You said that Iceheart took a moment to plead her case prior to escaping, did you not? Viewed without prejudice, most will agree that bringing an end to an endless war serves the greater good. I think Sir Almec might take issue with her methods. Not care if a few stragglers manage to escape. Until the sappers confirm that the tunnel is safe, the men are not to search it. Yes, Lord Commander. Pursue your foes with less zeal than I expected, Sir Almec. But you must understand, did not deny that our enemy has given us good reason to be prudent. I merely meant, you being man of faith, I thought to expect a certain single-mindedness. After all, it was not by the will of Helen that your ancestors came to these lands. Why they took up arms against the Darvians? What would they have done in your position, I wonder? There are those who believe that faith is a renunciation of free will, that unquestioning devotion is required for all who would live a life of service to the Fury. Such righteous fervor may well serve a knight on the front lines, less so a leader of men. That is fair. We are all at liberty to interpret the scriptures as we will. I choose to believe that the Fury would value the lives of her followers over the deaths of her enemies. That's fair, but I would not presume to speak for the Knights of Air. It was a different time, nay, a different era. The scriptures tell us only so much. Okay, so he's much more less single-minded than some of the other people. Would that it told us more. Man, it's awful pragmatic for a servant of the Holy See. Welcome straight at the negotiating table, to be sure. As so when one's enemies are making ready to harness the power of a god. Mayhap he does truly not believe Iceheart's plan can succeed? Truth be told, I too remain somewhat skeptical. Shiva was real, a living, breathing woman. Of that there can be no doubt. In this respect, she differs from every other figure we have been summoned, each of whom was worshipped as a god. The sole exception being good King Moogle Mog the 12, a myth made manifest in response to the fervent supplications of the Moogle Guard. Saint Shiva may differ, but what of the heretics? They are a tribe of outcasts at war with a mighty nation who yearn for the resurrection of the one who embodies their beliefs. If that is not placing one's faith in a higher power, then what is? crystals and conviction, Ophelia. They have them both in abundance. Can that truly be all that is required? My survey team has concluded preliminary analysis of the Aetheryte Iceheart used to escape. They believe she teleported to another Aetheryte somewhere not far to the west. Oh, so maybe through the tunnels. Despite the apparent proximity of the second Aetheryte, however, they have been wholly unable to detect its presence directly. Unless Iceheart has some means to mask its signal, I can only presume she has destroyed it to prevent us from following her. Without the means to teleport as she did, we have no choice but to search for an alternate route, most likely a tunnel, assuming one exists. Oh, so we might not even have to fight Shiva or her yet. We might just have to come back later. Let's not give up on teleportation just yet. One of our colleagues in Sherla may be able to assist us. Pray that you're right. I do not think how long it will take to survey the entire tunnel system. I'm still concerned about the fact that she mentioned Heidelin and saying that she was doing it for her. Something's going on. When Ophelia looks into our Aetheryte problem, I would like to request her assistance with another matter. The 3rd unit is currently tracking the remnants of the heretic forces which attacked us, however the search goes poorly despite our numbers. Northeast is a vast and Iceheart followers know the terrain far better than we. Your knowledge of the region may serve to hasten the process. The sooner we capture the leader of the followers, the sooner we can press them for their leader's whereabouts. Also, though it is merely a selfish request, I feel that my braves would benefit immensely from working alongside you. While we have our share of veterans, we also have more than a few less experienced recruits, many of whom look up to you, in case you are not aware. Alright. Good, I knew you'd understand. Your hands can appraise you with the details. Task complete. Come and find me at the observatorium. Captain Ilbred and I are meeting there to discuss the latest developments in his investigation. The Temple Knights shall hold Snowcloak in our absence. Let us leave them to their work. Ours is more pressing. Nod. Quest accepted! There you are. Commander 11 instructed me to wait for you. Your assistance is most welcome, believe me. Most of the 3rd hail from Ul'dah. For a man accustomed to the feel of sand beneath his boots, the crunch of snow can be rather disconcerting. But to the matter at hand, nary a moment ago I received word that the heretics we seek have been spotted, making for a Driftman Pass. My braves are already in pursuit, and I should be grateful if you were to join them. I myself shall take part in the hunt. Never let it be said that I did not earn my coin. Whee! Do 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 do. Oh, this balls, my ankle's on fire. Caught my boot on a rock or something and twisted as I fell. I just went ahead through the pass, hurrying they might catch up. If you aren't trying to go look for tracks, the snow is fresh, it shouldn't be hard to find. Oh, that's someone's mount. I thought it was like a, what is the word? Like a monster spot where you have to like wait to fight a monster. Whee! Please don't let everyone be dead this time. Lead southeast. Son, what are you doing here? The heretics? I'm not sure. There was this great scaled beast and I think he went east on his own. The heretics split up, so we did too. Okay, be careful though. Peaceful Harrier. How embarrassing. I was so intent to follow the heretic's tracks that I almost failed to notice they had doubled back. Almost, mind you. One tried to sneak up behind me and got a knife in the gut for his troubles. I thought myself alone, so I started to search the dead knapsack for anything of interest. Lo and behold, his friends found me and it came upon this. Withdraw in groups in 3 less the observatium. Give the signal and wait. The merchant will be waiting. Be late and be left for dead. Speaks for itself, doesn't it? They can't possibly rendezvous inside the place, so we should restrict our search to the surrounding area. Phrase, you shouldn't restrict your search to the wilderness around the observatory. Need more than a moment's rest to recover these wounds. Okay, you do that, I'll run ahead. Just be careful and don't freeze. Oh, there's that level 50 dragon I'm pretty sure I've already fought. Do 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 do. Suspicious. And through listening with your excuses, we leave now. How? The woods are crawling with those woodcoats, and the knights are searching every wagon that passes through the gates. Howdy. Well, stay with him then if you think you'll fare any better. No, there's no need for that. Nah. There are places like this in my homeland. Secret snow-capped peaks where blood must not be shed. Oh, Yogari, nice to see you! Yet your lands ever thirst for the blood of the fallen, and by your deed it is drunk deep. No, we have done no wrong. None but meet in secret with heretics. Deny it all you will, we shall have the truth from you yet. Inquisitors are not the only ones skilled in the art of interrogation. Damn it all. Fancy meeting you here, I presume your work with the Third brought you hither. What a tangled web, lest you wonder we came not for the heretics, but for the merchant who has been conspiring with them. He came to our attention during the course of our investigation into the Ivy. Baker's belief, I know, but it seems our favorite Gillian spy may have been providing assistance to Iceheart. Jeez, this goes deep and is winding. It really is like Ivy. Were it not for the efforts of Lady Yashona and our shinobi, we might never have discovered this connection. Master Alphanat is too kind. I fear my people and I have done little to aid in your search for the spy. We long to strike back the Empire and weaken their influence in this land, to prevent the tragedy which befell Doma from reoccurring. The days ahead and the work they promise will require a very particular set of skills which I am fortunate enough to possess. If you will allow it, I would accompany you until the investigation is complete. Gladly. It's a most generous offer, lady. Nay, you're glad. And one which I gladly accept. Thank you. So I may disappear for a time, know that I shall never be far, and shall always be watching. Comforting thought. Come, Laura, let us wait inside for Captain Ilbert to return and deliver his report. Whee! Captain Albert seems confident that the merchant's resolve would swiftly crumble when pressed. If so, we should have new information ere long. As to whether it would bring us any closer to warning the Ivy's identity, I would rather not say. Given our adversary's cunning, I shall consider us fortunate if we are spared another wild dodo chase. The gods know we have more than enough to occupy our time as it is. Agreed. No, but your report, if you will. Aye, Commander. Firstly, with regard to the heretics we captured, I regret to say that the man told us not that we did not already know of Shiva. We have since handed him over to the Ishgard authorities. Henceforth, the Holy See will pursue the matter independently. Our inquiries concerning the Ivy, however, have proven more fruitful. We have ascertained the channel by which the heretics acquire their information on the shipment routes. Go on. You'll recall the flame we first identified as being in Ivy's employ. From him, we were able to trace the trail of conspirators, each taking us closer to his master. Alas, the trail came to an abrupt end. Fearing that the invasion had been compromised, we took the necessary step of detaining all suspected of conspiracy. There were 5 on our list, including a flame stationed at Revenant's Toll. The man's primary duty was to keep an inventory of donations from abroad, the particulars of which he could share with the benefactors, thereby ensuring that needs did not go unfulfilled. By virtue of his role, he was privy to the details of all shipments bound for the settlement, needless to say that included those originating from House Vortex. He knew the precise route the caravan would take, and he sold that information to a merchant. I think I can guess which one. None other. With a little encouragement, he soon confessed to knowingly aiding and abetting the heretics. Well, that is one mystery solved at least, but what of the Ivy? Are we any closer to prizing off his mask? Dare say we are, Commander. Our Royal Wizard has forced him to commit a grave error. In his desperate bid to cover his tracks, the Ivy resorted to exercising certain administrative powers available only to high-ranking members of the Immortal Flames. If you consider, then, that our investigation is known to barely a handful of them, the field of suspicion greatly narrows. You mean to say the agent is among Roman's innermost circle? Someone who has been with him since the Immortal Flames' establishment. It's the most plausible explanation. The infiltration likely occurred during the company's founding, with the groundwork for the act being laid beforehand. He slipped into the position of authority unremarked and remained above suspicion all these years. I too was surprised, so it really should not have been. Of the 3 grand companies, Oldaz was ever the most vulnerable to infiltration. If you have a city where money basically determines power, that's unfortunately a very fair assessment. Both Limsa and Garuda have long-standing armed forces that lent themselves well to the formation of the Maelstrom and the Order of the Twin Adder. To all intents and purposes, it was the same people, loyal ones, mined under the same leadership, only the banner was different. Not so the Flames. Oldaz's military is made up of disparate orders, most of which were glorified mercenary companies that answered only to their own paymasters. Hardly an ideal environment which to establish as high-minded as a grand company. The difficulties Raban faced when founding the Immortal Flames are well known. Even after he had convinced his fellow syndicate members to share the cost, there remained a small matter of finding enough bodies to fill the ranks. Indeed, and given the pressing nature of the Imperial threat, that meant recruiting every passing sellsword. Amidst the chaos of its founding, it would have been child's play to infiltrate the company. Good deal easier than now, aye. Immortal Flames have ever been caught between conflicting interests, the public and the private. Though the monetarist ultimately agreed to support the organization's founding, it was not out of charity that they did so, but simple self-preservation. Had Neville Vander's ambitions been any less apocalyptic, you may be sure that they would have never risked supplying Raban with an army. It is but a wonder they did not attempt to extinguish the flames the moment the danger had passed. Returning to the present, even as we speak, our Noman allies are shadowing several high-ranking flames, any one of whom could beat the Ivy. Oh, that's actually a great idea. They are basically ninjas, so that works perfectly. And honestly, it'll be comedic if they actually find the person, given how they were turned away by the Syndicate. Desiring to deal a blow against the Empire, the refugees were eager to lend us their aid. I expect to hear from them ere long. Very good. Pray continue your investigation with the first. Meanwhile, have the second attend to the unrest. The third can join the fourth in inspecting crystal shipments. If they notice anything unusual, I want to know about it. If Shiva is summoned in like manner of other primals, the heretics will be looking for further supplies. Understood, Commander. Shall send word to Ser Almric, informing him of our success in identifying the heretics' arbiters. Hopefully the information will be of some use to the Ishgardians. It is time, Commander. Yes, I am aware. An emergency council of the Alliance leaders has been called. There have been developments in government, it would seem. As commander of the Crystal Braves, my presence has been requested. I'd have you accompany me, Aura, as a realm status champion. It is only meet that you are present for the discussion. Oh, and the ex-student has already given her consent, lest you worry. Alright then. Like you are doubtless eager to conclude our business in Iceheart, but until another path towards sanctum is found, she will remain beyond our reach. Ophelia and the Archons are sparing no effort to secure an alternate route. Until such a time as they succeed, I suggest we give some thought to the realm's other problems. I shall go ahead to Gradina in readiness for the coming council. Meet at Napia's altar, and we shall make our way to the Lotus Stand together. Oh wait, I can just return home since that's my home crystal. Whee! Old Gradina. Oh, I probably could have just teleported. Oh well. Nice little break to do a little foresty stroll. Meanwhile, my arrow continues to point in my general direction. Yeet. Yeet. Thanks for coming. When you're ready, speak to the conjurer yonder. She will show us to the Lotus Stand. Okay. Yes, I shall be joining them. Let us find out what the heck is going on now.
Change has come to the Garlean Empire, and we must discuss the implications.
The rumors are true then? The War of Succession is ended?
Uh-oh.
It is. A new emperor reigns in Garlemald.
Ah, that's not good.
Who?
The birth and all too rapid expansion of the Garlean Empire is commonly attributed to the strategic brilliance of Solus Zosgalvis, yet he did not rule alone. Several members of the royal household also distinguished themselves during his reign. Nevertheless, it was the eldest son who stood to inherit the throne, until his most untimely passing.
I thought us fortunate when I learned that the Emperor had died without naming a successor.
Oh, jeez, he spit on him.
Would that the Garlean Empire had died with him.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Who is this guy, though? Brody, I think those shoulder blades are a little big.
'Twas the grandson and his uncle who had the strongest claims, was it not?
Indeed, yet claims count for little without the power to assert them. High Legatus Varus Ye Galvus is a respected military leader. Not so his uncle.
Legatus Varus von Galvus. Varus.
So So, young Varys has torn the crown from his uncle's grasp and taken his place at the head of the Empire.
Ah, boy, this guy's gonna be a problem.
Given the troubled nature of his succession, the new emperor will require time to seal his grip on power.
That's good, at least.
Yet have no doubt but that he shall, for there are none left with strength enough to oppose him.
Since the success of Operation Archon, the remnants of the 14th Legion and the forces occupying Alamigo have done naught but fortify their positions. But you can be sure they'll be ready to march on us again, if their Emperor gives the word.
When, not if. They say this Varys was so set upon Eorzean annexation that he spoke out against the Meteor Project.
Oh, that's interesting. He was so intent on basically taking it over that he didn't want to blow it up with the meteor.
Plainly, the new emperor's intentions are of great concern to us all.
Yeah.
I propose that we set aside the Cartano dispute for the present, and discuss what measures the Alliance might take to prepare for a resumption of hostilities with Garlemald. Moreover, I move that we re-examine the question of how our former allies in Ishgard might be persuaded to retake their place at our side. Could Eorzea but stand as one, 'twould deal a grave blow to our enemies' ambitions.
Good luck with that, given how two of the Ashians are apparently near the Emperor. Good thing we've already been making progress on that front. Minor progress, but still progress.
Well, I suppose we should be grateful that they have finally acknowledged the inevitability of Imperial attack. Who knows? They may even do something about it. If only the leaders of Ishgard would follow their example and stop hiding behind their gates, praying for the coming storm to pass them by. But that is a discussion for another time. At present, I am more concerned by the fact that the Alliance's mooted preparations will be made known to the Garleans many moons before their coming. So long as the Ivy eludes our grasp, no secret is safe.
How funny would it be if that guy in red over there was actually the Ivy the whole time? Just sitting in on this big, important meeting.